Okay.
Super dry.
Super dry.
Menopause mouth.
Damn. I think
Raw.
that should be the new phrase for Cottonmouth.
Menopause mouth.
Nothing jump starts the funny like Cumberland Farms pizza.
You're a
Just
brave
gets
man.
the creative juices flowing.
Brave
Oh, yeah, it's
man.
getting
And
some
the
juices flowing.
indigestion.
Definitely getting some juices flowing.
I'm lactose intolerant and everything.
Rev had to leave half the way through the show.
Really fast.
All right, you guys ready to start?
We're ready.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
All right, what's going on, everybody? This is the Let's Talk After Dark podcast, where anything goes and nothing's off the table. Let me turn my mic up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so what'd I say? Nothing's off the table, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Google, Apple, Spotify. Watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Watch that YouTube.
Yeah, so I guess we are good to go. We have any announcements?
Yeah, we got merch for sale. Always.
Merch for sale.
Merch for sale. This is the Let's Talk Classic tee.
If you're not there watching on YouTube,
We got
to see
Cue
it.
My Intro shirts. We got hoodies for sale. Hit us up at Let's Talk Us Now on all platforms.
Any announcements? No more? That's it? We good? Might have some events coming up soon, hopefully.
We do. I thought we were going to do that at the end. I'll do it right now.
Well, we got to do it now because nobody gets to the end.
Oh, all right. We're gonna do it right now. All right. So, Let's Talk Us Now has officially linked up with the Beer Bros of Mass Facebook group. Quickly approaching 20,000 followers. Shout outs to that group. But we linked up for Mass Beer Week. So on Saturday, March 13th at 7 p.m., we are going to be having a live event. It's going to be a panel featuring Let's Talk and Beer Bros of Mass. And we're going to be trying out and celebrating the beer from the Massachusetts brewery. So all the beer that we're going to be trying out is going to be made right here in Massachusetts. We're very excited. If you are a brewery, you are watching, and you want to sponsor, you want your beer not only on the episode, but also to go out to people, because we're going to be giving away 4 baskets and a grand prize. In order to win the grand prize, you have to submit your best impression of Daddy Fuego to you post it up on your Instagram and then tag Let's Talk Us Now as well as hashtag Daddy Fuego. We'll check it out. The best one wins the grand prize, which is going to be a huge basket full of a bunch of stuff provided by not only us, but also Beer Bros Massachusetts and all of our sponsors. So this is going to be a dope event. Saturday, March 13th, 7 p.m. right here on the Let's Talk Network. Shout out to Beer Bros of Mass.
All right.
That was a good promo.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, let me shut up because I use this for something.
I should do this for a
You know what?
living.
Let's
You guys want me to shout your events?
we're gonna introduce ourselves. We forgot I'm Maverick.
I'm Benny.
Gang red.
And our special guest today.
Ron Baker.
All right.
All right.
With all that energy, man, I feel like we had some church right there.
Yo, let's get
It's
in
Sunday.
to Ron's fucking weed papers.
Yeah,
rolling papers.
Oh
Sorry,
my
rolling
gosh,
papers. Let's go
yes.
straight into that.
That's really
Big
dope.
homie joints. You know
That
what
is
I'm saying?
crazy.
We just officially sold out last night.
That's amazing.
Thank you. So we're about to re-up, put a whole new design, and just keep it going. This is just one of many kind of like merch ideas I came about.
Get a little closer to the mic.
This is just like one of like the many like little merch ideas I was coming up with as I wasn't, had any new music coming out. I'm still promoting my last project. I'm still got a couple more videos that's going to come out from that project. So I was like, what can I do to promote more merch? You know what I mean? Along with, t-shirts, and I'm like, what can I do that's going to like stick out? You know what I mean? What's going to be on brand? Things that I could really get behind and support that make up me. You know what I mean? So I'm a smoker. You know what I mean? It's no lie. So Weed Papers was like, boom, let's get on that. I figured out a company to work with, and they quickly turned my idea into a real life thing. So shout out to everybody that bought them and supported. I'm gonna keep it going.
Did you guys see the fucking packaging?
Yeah.
Them falling.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
That
so
shit is
dope.
that shit is fire.
Shout out to Visionary X. He
That's
created that
so
for me.
dope. Is it on the actual paper itself too?
No, it's not on actual.
Nah,
paper.
just on the
Yeah, just the packaging.
That's
You know what I
fire.
mean? Just like how like Bob, definitely inspired by Bob Marley. So, you know, it kind of follows that kind of formula that he got. It's got like a music quote on the inside from one of my songs and social media and stuff that's on there as well. So if anybody just happens to see it,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They could find me. You know what I mean?
that's really cool.
But
What,
yeah,
what inspired you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, to just go out and
weed.
just.
Was it the? I was gonna say, was it the weed?
Was it the weed?
I was just
Was it like one day, like, you know, like, but when? You know what I mean? Like, you know, were you like one day like 16, you smoking, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna make my own paper one day? Or was it just that moment
It
you
wasn't a
said that?
paper. Like I've always wanted to have my own brand of like a liquor or like a wine or something.
You're gonna have it. You're gonna have it.
Yeah, I'm manifesting
I gotta say
it. You know?
that Ron Baker is a brand. Like, this dude just speaks. Like,
Thank you, man.
You do all modeling, everything. Like, this dude.
Yeah.
Like, if Mad was to have a fan crush, it's Ron Baker.
Appreciate
You know what I
it.
mean?
I appreciate
Like,
that.
yeah, this just brings it.
So yeah, the easier thing was, you know, I found a company to work with to make the papers. You know, still trying to figure out how to get into like the liquor and wine industry, but this was, you know, listen. That's why I wanted to come and do your show, because I was like coming up with something like making my own little like drinks and stuff like that. But we're still in the planning process of it, and the whole little COVID thing happened too. So it was like me just, you know, put the brakes on that for a minute, and then came out with the rolling papers. And yeah, definitely the weed. It wasn't like a young thing. It was like really more like a more recent kind of thing. Like
You just roll it with
I
it.
could, yeah, like I could, you know what I mean? Like shit, I'm spending all my money on rolling papers. Like
I'd rather see me on it.
yeah, you know.
Hell yeah, actually.
And then it was like, I knew that it was gonna like catch people's eye. You know what I mean? Because I don't know anybody that has their own brand of rolling papers. You know
Probably
what I mean?
the dopest thing I've
That's-
seen in a
Thank
very
you.
long
Yeah.
time.
You know, so I try to think outside the box and do different things. You know, things that I once maybe thought weren't possible, but now I'm like, all right, there really is a way to do everything. You just got to do your research and figure it out. You know, so that's what I've been doing my little research.
That's amazing.
Yo, shout out to. I know you wear a lot of Self-Invest.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shout out to Self.
that jacket, the new one.
Oh yeah,
I
the
got
winter
that too.
jacket. Yes.
I'm just waiting for the right moment to break that out.
Yo, break it out before the weather break,
That
man.
jacket's-
I know,
wear that
right?
shit
It's about to
naked.
get hot
I'll
and
wear that shit when it's 80. I don't care. No, it's so dope.
Wait
I
till
gotta
y'all
shoot
see
a
the
video of
behind the
that.
scenes like video promo that we made for that. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's wild, man. I was like legit stuck in some mud. Like it was bad. It was really, really bad. But when y'all see it, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Help!
No, like help. No, for real. Like please help me. I'm stuck.
Yeah, I used to do geocaching. So if you mean that type of mud, then I feel you.
Mm-hmm. I thought I was in quicksand.
You had to panic attack too. Like,
Yeah,
no,
like
this is how Ron Baker's gonna go.
and I didn't have my phone on me either. So I said, if I was by myself right now, like nobody would
Yo,
hear me.
Have you guys watched that Naked and Afraid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to do that.
What about that? You watch it and go, I want to do that.
Yeah, right.
Like everything in that show makes me go, I'm all.
Well, the thing is, I want to like it's pretty much to say if I could do it. I mean, I know I could do it, but I want to do it.
You just want to potentially just catch frostbite.
Well, see, that's the thing though. I would
All
hope they
kinds
put
of
me
shit
somewhere
crawling up
tropical.
your
'Cause
ass.
if they put me someplace cold, I'm
no.
done.
Okay.
You know, I can't. Yeah, that's my.
Bit by shit. Stung.
See,
They
my
put
thing
you
is,
there
I
with like
probably-
an annoying person.
You think it's real though?
Oh no, it's like so. I don't feel they sleep 100% at night cold like that. I feel they do their little thing and have a tent because they have a medic crew and everybody that's close by with tents and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
think they get
Kind of ruins the show for me.
yeah because the camera guys, the camera guys and everything, they sleep luxurious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers eating
of course.
fucking-
They
I didn't sign up for
shit. They're over here eating, and they're also like starving, like
Eating steak sandwiches and shit while you're eating fucking
You know?
crickets.
It's kind of fucked up when you think about it now. Like, damn.
you know, like you gotta think about it. The production crew.
all this water.
Yeah, good clean water.
Put Grey Poupon on my sandwich.
Oh man. Can we talk about Slim the movie for a little bit?
Oh, it's the Slick video?
Slick, yes,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
Slick. I always say Slim, and I just looked at it twice to make sure I didn't say that shit.
It's okay.
Nah, but that dude, like I said, you're fucking creative, bro.
Thank
like
you.
That shit's amazing.
Thank you.
So
Shout
what-
out to director Ish. He shot that for me.
What motivated that? Like,
The song, it was just getting, a little traction around here from like different people, like Mike Torch and stuff like that. People really like the record. People come up to me and be like, yo, that record on the project is fire. You know what I mean? So, and that was just one of those fun records. Whenever I do like rap records on my projects, they're always like fun because like I don't really take myself seriously as a rapper, but I know that I can. You know what I mean? And I know that I'm an entertainer, so I can pull it off. And I write, so it's like fuck it, let me just do it. But that was just really one of them fun ass songs. Like I had one verse written for that song when we went in there to record it, and I was gonna record another verse, but she was there. She put hers on it, and then she had the whole thing, and I was like, this gonna be your record. It's just gonna go on my project, and we just gonna finish it off with you. You know what I mean? And I feel like people are gonna like that, and people did. So it was just one of the songs in the lineup to put out. I guess as a single for the project. It was fun. We had like this whole idea of like doing like this like Black Panther party kind of thing. So that's where the idea originated. You got to go through little changes and stuff like that. So as you can see, it is kind of like a private club, private party kind of thing. That's why shout out to Shay Nice. She comes in walking past everybody. It's kind of like a storefront in the beginning, so you don't really know what's going on. So she walks in, and then she gets the envelope, just kind of like the passcode or the money to bring downstairs. You know what I mean? And she's walking past people that are looking at her like, what are you doing here? And then she goes in there and boom, and it's this big ass party that we got going on, and we playing dominoes. We in there spending money, dancing, all kinds of crazy shit. So that's how the idea kind of formulated. But it was a lot of fun. We shot that at Bird's spot on State Street.
okay.
Shout out to him for letting us go in there and do that. Donald, he let us go in there and do that.
Talk on the wrong side.
My fault.
Yeah,
But yeah, shout out to Birds. They let us go in there and shoot that video. We shot that in a whole day. Shout out to everybody that came in there and participated as like actors, and you know what I mean. But that was just a fun record. And it's just basically about like I'm not finna be out here tricking on nobody, and the shorties feel like I'm not finna be tricking on you either, but I might finesse you about your money. And it's like, nah, I'm smarter than that. So you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a back and forth kind of record. It's fun.
Yeah. I liked it.
Shout out to Shauna E, because she spit that fire on that.
Shauna E.
But yeah, that was just a part of the lineup. That came right after Masterpiece. And that Masterpiece was like me reintroducing the project as a whole, because Cool One that came out like a whole year before that, and that's when I did like all of that touring and all of those shows and did that promo run for Cool One.
You were going hard with that.
I was,
touring.
quarantine put a damper in that.
You were, man. So real quickly, just a squirrel moment though. You gonna be picking that up soon, or how's things going? Any talks to try to get as soon as things open up, or are you still gonna wait to see how things play out a little bit more?
Honestly, I haven't put much thought into it. Like, I'm just now kind of getting back into doing some performances. I performed at Lauren had a fashion show a couple weeks back at the Hub.
That's right.
And then I did something for the Kwanzaa celebration with DBN, but it ended up being like a live performance we recorded because the COVID regulations and all of that. But everything, I haven't really put too much thought in that, honestly. Like, I want things to open back up normally. I'm not really a big fan of like the virtual performance. Performance. It's not really my thing, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Can only pray that things will get better with time. But for now, I'm just gonna pump out music videos, get these music videos out. I caught myself retired from dancing because I did for a while, but I'm trying to get back into it.
I saw a few of the, some of your stories, stuff like that. You'll be doing like, just randomly just busting out some things.
Trying to get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I took a little time because I came across a lot of people that told me that I had to focus on one thing specifically at a time, and that's always been a struggle for me to like pick one thing to focus because I like to do everything all at one time. So I took that advice for a while. and like just specifically would do certain things at one period of time. So like there was a time period where like I was only doing acting stuff, and I was like actively looking for acting roles, and I got a couple things, couple commercials, couple like movie projects and stuff like that. And then I was specifically focused on dancing, so and choreography and teaching and bettering myself at that. And then when it came to music, it was like, all right, I gotta specifically focus on music. I gotta be in the studio, I gotta be writing, I gotta figure out how to pump out records fast as everybody else, which is something I'm still trying to work on doing, because I take my time with my stuff. Not to say nobody else doesn't, but I just take longer. I think I take longer than the average
That's what
person.
makes it good.
Well, thank you.
You know? I think people that pump out records, like 3 records a day, like
It's crazy.
Not as
I mean,
good.
listen, but it's an art to that, to doing that as well, though. At the same time, to like be able to like pump out records that catch people's, ears these days. I'm working on that. So I said I consider myself still new at my artistry. When it comes to music, I feel in no way, shape, or form am I in any veteran status
But you're so
for
good
Springfield,
at it, though.
Massachusetts, and but
But that's the thing, because everybody, like, your name pops up so much. You know what I mean? In the city, and you got to give respect to that, because you're also a great guy too. You know what I mean? You're like one of the nicest people to work with. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that I ever talked to, like, oh, Ron Baker. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I hear your
100%.
name fucking everywhere.
You know,
Everywhere.
Thank you.
I said that like I'm sick of it. I'm not
like,
sick of it.
thank you.
I've never met you, so I was just like, when he was like, oh, he's coming on the show, I'm like, great, I get to finally meet him, because everyone talks about you.
Oh,
For
damn.
sure.
I hope it's,
And your style
it's
too.
good
It's just it's your style too, man. Like you are. I like how you said you're an entertainer, because you can't really put you in a box, dude, because it depends on the vibe. I see you on stage switch it up so much with the atmosphere. It's just amazing.
That's all I've ever wanted to do. I've been calling myself an entertainer since I was probably like a really little kid. I've done a million different jobs, but there's nothing that I've ever really pictured myself doing other than being an entertainer in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it be music, acting, dancing, entrepreneurship, modeling, whatever it is, like I know that I have to be in that realm. Some kind, like I gotta still break into this industry. You know what I mean? Fully. You know what I mean?
So which
everybody knows
one
who I am.
came first?
She was like,
I would say fashion,
Really?
because I was an art kid. So I like before music or anything like that. Those are like things that you always
Gotcha,
do. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
like I was really an art kid. Like people knew me for drawing. I was really into drawing. Like I would draw pictures of my friends and draw different things that I see, and I got really good
That's
at drawing
right.
like people. You know what I mean? So that was probably the first thing. And then I used to learn like the dances from like music videos and stuff like that. So then like dance came along. Music was always there, but I think there was a point in time where like my voice started to change. So I didn't really I never really let people hear me sing. I never was comfortable letting people hear me sing. Dancing was just kind of like natural, but I didn't even really like get into that professionally until I was like 13 years old. It was like the first time I ever went to like a studio and took class. Other than that, I was like freelance. I always did it on my own, watching music videos. I did church choir around like teenage time, 13, 14, 15. But still, like, I would never let nobody hear me sing by myself. Like, never. You'd have to like catch me somewhere. Like, and if I knew, I'd be like, I don't want nobody to hear me. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until I hit like, I only been doing music, putting music out now since like 2016. So like around that time was when I was around a lot of musicians. So I was like, all right, I think I can do this. And then I wanted them to write. Like I was like, I don't want to write songs. I want y'all to write songs for me. But I'm that type of guy too that like when things take too long, I'm like, all right, let me just do it. You know what I mean? I can't wait on nobody. Let me just do it. When I got an idea, I'm like, I got to put it out there right now before I lose momentum. And I also believe that like your ideas are floating in the universe for people to steal. So it's like you got to act on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? As soon as you think it, it's like poof, floating around, and you better grab it before somebody else does. You know what I mean? So a lot of my friends, a lot of musicians that I was around, a lot of people that we all know, like Yelly B, Dre, Tasia New, Fiona, Malik, Shay. I can name a bunch of people. LP, you know what I mean? Like those are the people that really inspire me to like, all right, I'm about I'm about to do this. You know what I mean? So it's been a journey in all in everything, but that's the only thing I've pictured myself in life doing is entertainment, art in some kind of fashion. Like I could be in any job, and after a certain period of time, you just be tired of it. Like no matter what, like it could be the best job in the world, but it's just like I'll find a problem with every little thing. Like they ain't do nothing to me, but I just got a problem with the way y'all talk to me today. You know what I mean? Because I ain't supposed to be here.
So being around that group of people, do you find it like inspiring? Like
Absolutely, because they're like real musicians.
And then do you feel like you have to be like not in competition, but you know what I mean? Like you feel like you gotta like step your game up because they're like everybody's dropping
I have
something.
to step my game up. I've never felt a sense of competition.
Yeah.
Me personally, like I just don't compete. Like I don't compete with dance. Like I've never competed with anything. Like if you like me for who I am, you like me for what I do, then I don't try to outdo anybody at all. Yeah. It's never been my MO. Yeah. So with music, it's the same thing. I'm only out trying to do myself because I'm the hardest person on myself. Like record songs that y'all will never hear because I don't like how they sound. You know what I mean?
And they're probably like fucking like gold and shit.
But you'll never, you know what I mean? And I'll never know because I'm that hard on myself with my voice, particularly like there's certain things like interviews and stuff like I'll probably never go back and listen to because I don't like how I sound listening back to them. You know what I mean? So
I know what you're talking about.
When we had Tyler on, he was talking about how you came to the studio and you were sitting there doing notes and shit.
Yeah, and I was nervous.
Preparing,
I'm like, and he's like, yo, I didn't know you could do this. And I'm like, no, I don't like how this sounds. Do it again. and working with different people too, it's like a scary thing. Like but the person I record with mainly is John Dillinger, and CT. That's mainly who records me. So when I go to record with other people, I'm always nervous. Especially because a lot of people mainly record rap vocals, and they're not used to doing R&B. So when I can find somebody that can get R&B, I'm very surprised and I'm pleased that you know what I mean. You listen to different stuff, you know what I mean? So shout out to Tyler because he listens to different music, you know what I mean? He got an ear for it, so he's dope, definitely.
What your genre, right? R&B, like how did you find out that was? I know you could, we know you could spit, we know you could, you write stuff like that. But what really makes you like R&B is it? Like that's what you love putting. Was it from I know you said you're the church, because I know a lot of people R&B is from the church and they kind of stick with it, but then sometimes it's just like, because your style is also not just.
It's not. It's a blend of like. Sorry to cut you off, but I know where you're going.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a blend of all of like the people around me. So I gave this example to my brother just recently. Like I know most of like rap music. Like I'm old. Period. I'm old, and I'm like I really love music. I really used to research stuff. Like as I'm discovering it, getting older, I would really go back. Thank God we had the internet, because I would really go back. I'm one of those people that used to burn CDs and put shit together. I used to really like be on there making mixes, and really used to be doing DJ shit like long time ago. I used to make mixes for my friends and shit like that. But like I'm a real music head, so I research shit. Like if I discover an artist that I never heard of from the 70s, the 80s, or the 90s, I'm like now going into their catalog. And this is like early 2000s. I'm like going into the catalog. I'm burning a CD full of all these songs now that I love of this person. And I probably still have these CDs like somewhere in my house right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So with music and doing my research with that, like I know most of all my rap shit from my brother. Like I was really big on like, he played a lot of Eminem, Tupac, Nas, Rakim, like a lot of old, you know what I mean? Not I want to say old, but a lot of shit from that time. Like that's the shit that I'm heavy on now, still to this day. With my dad, it was a lot of like the Isley Brothers, Jaheim, you know what I mean? R. Kelly. You know
it's kind of hard.
I gotta do it because that's how other people feel. Like, I don't want to get into that. You know what I mean? But the music still stands. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So,
but really big Louis C.K. fans. I
know. And then my mom was a lot of like. She also had like my mom was a big like DMX fan and stuff like that too. But like then I would hear like a lot of like the Destiny's Child, the Eve, the Mary J. Blige, you know what I mean? And then my grandfather was like big with for like jazz and blues, so like John Coltrane and
Well, so your family had music.
it's you know what I mean. It's all
amazing.
kinds of mixture of stuff.
So it basically threw you in a pot and just mixed you all
yeah,
up.
and then like me as a kid at that time period, like early 2000s, like pop music is big. So like I knew all of like the pop songs at the same time. So it's like I know everything that was going on. You know what I mean? So and I still listen to all of those songs still to this day. So like I pull from a lot of that. Like in my head, I see myself like doing more like neo soul stuff in the future. I want to do more house and dance stuff in the future. That's also still R&B. You know what I mean? That's also still that hip hop and R&B fused together with a little reggae. You know what I mean? Also at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm big on reggae, big on Bob, big on everybody from that genre of music. So. And I'm Trini, so, you know what I mean? Then there's the soca blend, there's all of that, you know what I mean? There's the Afro beat stuff too, so I don't know. I'm really like stuck in like a big old pot of jerk chicken and fried chicken and everything, you know what I mean? Like when we was partying, I partied my teenage life away. So like we was in all the parties. I know all the reggaeton songs, you know what I mean? I used to make reggaeton mixes. Like I knew all the records, you know what I mean? Like hear them now and I'd be like, yo, y'all remember we used to get it in back in the day to this stuff. Like I know all the music. So I think that's why y'all probably will hear like different sounds in my music. And I'm still working to even put more of those sounds out, more things that make up who I am with my music. With my first project, The Session, that was just us just working. I'm just creating songs for the first time. So it's a blend of rap. It's reggae, there's R&B, it's alternative type of sounds, you know what I mean? This second project, Silk Raps and Slippers, was like, all right, I'm about to do R&B. I'm about to make this a full R&B project and see if I can accomplish that, you know what I mean? And then I'm still working get into different genres, you know what I mean? And make those sounds sound good for me, you know what I mean? So it's a process.
Would you ever sign
With?
anybody? Like say somebody like, you know, I don't know. Give me a label, Rev.
It's such a hard question for
Interscope.
people like Interscope.
Would you like would
I would
say, like-
definitely sign. I wouldn't skip out on the opportunity to sign.
All right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
You know how some people like, you know, they just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna ride it out. I'm gonna stay independent. I'm not gonna, you know. 'cause
Yeah.
I wanna,
No, I wouldn't skip out on the opportunity to sign.
yeah.
I just think I wouldn't jump at it just like without thinking it through.
You'd read the paper.
I would read the paper. I would read the paper now. You know what I mean? Like knowing what I know now and being able to live in this digital era where we have information and we now have the stories of artists who tell you what to do and what not to do. I would read the paperwork.
How not to get diddied.
Yeah, definitely how not to get diddy.
I'll call up Young Lenny and be like, hey, read this to me.
You know what I mean? But that's a hard thing too, even finding the right people to talk to about that.
Yeah.
Like and finding like entertainment lawyers in this area. Like I've been presented with paperwork before that I needed somebody to really look over. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know what it was talking about and I didn't understand it. And thank God I had somebody that finally was able to be like, yo, don't sign this because you're about to just give away everything. You know? And had I not, and I just jumped at the opportunity that somebody was interested in me, you know what I mean? Because we're here in Springfield and we want to make it, then where would I be? Like,
You'd have been fucked.
yeah, like,
Basically.
it was crazy. Like, that paperwork was basically like signing away every record that I've already done. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, I ain't even made it nowhere yet. So how are you going to
Take what I already know.
how you gonna take this one little song that people like from me here in these 4 quarters of Massachusetts and Springfield? Like, this is crazy. But it's hard. Like, I was Googling trying to find entertainment lawyers. Like, there was none
There's
in
none out
this
here, right?
area.
There's none out here?
No, none.
You have to do the 1-800 Cali one.
You know what I mean? You gotta go to New York, you know? So it's hard. It's hard. If you don't know, it's hard. If you don't got good people around, it's hard.
Personally, I'm like a fan of the doing different things because I think that it makes you more polarizing online. Like when I see somebody who is doing a bunch of things well, not just like somebody who's just, because I would say, oh, focus on this if they sucked at everything else they did. I'd be like, this is your bread and butter. But if you do things and and you're good at all of them, then you are a brand. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's something about you that's special, is that just because people want to do other things outside of the things that they're good at, they want to, you know, try new things, they're not good at them. So it kind of also brings down their original
Value.
the original thing that they wanted to do. It kind of makes them look bad, because when I did music my whole life, and when I started doing comedy, people were like, "Oh, you got to keep them separate." I'm like, "Why? I'm dope at both."
And I saw a clip recently. You was talking about like the hip hop DX.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could just tell me a little bit more about that, because I peeped a little bit of that conversation just about how you were saying like people don't care that you.
Yeah, no, what I was saying, I think the point, because I went back and watched that too, and I was like, I don't think I got my point across. Like the point that I was trying to make was that don't do things just because you think that they're gonna make you popular here. Because I think what people got from what I was saying was that because I said what the narrative was out here was that you got to be part of the cool kids table in order to be accepted here, regardless of your accolades. I wasn't saying that to say that I agree, and I think that that's how it should be. I was saying that that's how it is, but I went off and did these things outside of here that were great, and I found myself in a position where they didn't really make me feel valuable because I wasn't accepted at home. And I had to think, like, which one's more important? Like, I might not have a lot of followers, but the people that follow me are very important. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the quality over quantity. So, like, when I was on Hip Hop DX, it wasn't that I didn't pay nobody to put me on Hip Hop DX. I didn't, it wasn't like something that I, like, finagled my way into. It was like, I went out, I went to LA, I shook hands with the right people. And when I went to put out that song, one of my friends, who so happens to be a publicist in LA, was like, "Yo, let's put it on Hip Hop DX." So she called the editor-in-chief of Hip Hop DX and said, "Yo, post this." And the next morning it was posted. Like,
that's so amazing. Though.
But that didn't mean anything to me, because Springfield didn't look at me and go, "Oh, look what this guy from Springfield did." And then I realized that I don't give a shit what Springfield thinks. But at the end of the day, like, I'm here now. That's before, obviously, Let's Talk. But now that I'm here, I have to care. But but as an artist, as a person, as a representative of Let's Talk, I fully want to get involved with the community and all that stuff. But like, as an artist, I can't care what Springfield thinks about me. Like, I really can't care, because if I do, it's gonna hinder my success
Absolutely.
entirely, because the goal is not to get famous here. The goal is to be successful, period. And if people in Springfield don't want to recognize those accolades, then it doesn't matter, because people in LA do. So that's all that fucking matters.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's amazing.
I wanted to just say though, like, with Rob, you guys got a group. I'm gonna say, like, you know, tightly, like you said, the talent work, like Shay Nice, Dre. You guys pretty much have made the community kind of recognize you, because, you know, the older crowd right now, you know, is now everybody's like, yo, you know, we want Ron Baker at these shows, you know, we want Malik James at these shows and stuff like that, because you guys actually, like, made a, like, you know, broke through that kind of ceiling that was there. And I also want to say it's amazing, because not only have you, like, locally made people, you know, got people to love you for what you do, you know, also outside, because people in Hartford also, you know, I hear your name, Ron Baker. You're like, "Oh, you from Springfield? Yeah, you know Ron Baker." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, bro." Like, I said, I mean, you know, I'm just a chatty person. But yeah, it's just, I find it, that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you know, so I'm just saying, is keep it up what you guys are doing, and keep what you're doing, because it's just, it's working, bro. You know?
Thank you. Thank you.
It is, because
You're a really good singer.
I do have to ask this though, because all right, are you in a relationship?
He does this shit, right?
But
Hold
you
on.
know,
Hold on. He does this shit, right? Out of nowhere. Because some shit you working out in private at home, and then he'll do it. Because it's anything goes and nothing's on the table.
Yeah.
And then you feel like you got it, and then when you go home, you're in trouble.
I'm dating.
You're dating?
I'm dating.
You're dating?
I'm dating. I am. I'm dating this beautiful lady. Her name is Brittany.
Okay, so you
yeah.
didn't have to throw a name, but I appreciate
It's
it.
okay. I'm gonna show it to her. She'll
Nah, I
be
gotta
happy.
say it.
She'll be happy.
She'll be happy.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a song about anybody?
Not really. I might. It might be a line or two. I haven't specifically made like a whole song about anybody at all. I do got some stuff that's gonna come out. You know what I mean?
You got some real sexy stuff coming out, Ron?
Some sexy stuff.
Like,
see, that's the thing though. So like, this was my sexy album. You know, I might get off the sexy shit. You know what
really?
I mean?
Really? That's gonna be
I'm trying to get into
All
some
right.
soul shit.
I have a
you know what
question
mean?
for
Still be
you.
sexy. You know what I mean?
No,
But,
yeah. But it's like, so I feel you.
How do you navigate, like, so you say you're dating somebody, and then you gotta do videos or you gotta do certain songs and stuff like that? Like, do you ever find yourself in a position where you gotta explain that?
Right? Because I feel like you're a pussy man.
not
You know, especially
now.
because you
Ron
sing,
Baker is a sex symbol.
especially because you sing, you model, you're tall, like, obviously.
dance,
you dance.
but
You
not
smooth
now.
when you talk, like,
But it's
you
gonna
got it.
happen. So how do you plan
No, but
to
I mean not
navigate?
now in the sense of like that may have been the sense before,
I hear you.
but now, you know, with her, it's not really like that. But in the past, I think you know, you deal with some kind of like sense of jealousy. You're always trying to reassure somebody that nothing's going on. You know what I mean? But that ends up really being more on them and not on you. You know, 'cause you can only say what you're doing so many times. I can't make you believe it if you already have it in your mind. Like,
I feel Ron's breakups are so smooth. Like, the girl don't know if she want to fuck him or be mad. Like, what you say?
but the thing is, so like, I'm friends with a lot of females, like just naturally.
You
like
are.
naturally, I'm
You
just
got some-
platonically like just friends with a lot of females. You know what I mean? So most of the females that I've dated would have been like friends at some point of time. You know what I mean? So I'm friends with everybody. You know what I mean? You just don't know that we might have dated. You know what I mean? So
you just, it's cool.
I
cool.
I mean, I
You're
don't
a
have
cool
time.
one.
It's a lot of like, cause then it's weird, and it's every time you see somebody, you gotta. It's something you might be staring at them, staring at you, or they don't want to be around, or we might have mutual friends, and now it's awkward. We can't be in the same places, and that shit just gets old after a while. So it's like I can't harbor like old feelings. I don't really hold grudges at all. It's too much energy. It takes too much energy to be mad at somebody. I might take my little time, but like it's too much energy. It's too much energy. We all still young and going through shit, so it's like I don't blame nobody for the shit that they do or the shit that I do, because I'm not perfect at all, by no means necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whatever happens is what happens. Like, I'm always gonna honor anybody, like friendship wise, relationship wise. I'm gonna honor that relationship that we had with each other, no matter like a breakup or we're not speaking, we're not friends anymore. Like, I'm just not that guy. It's too much. It takes too much effort to be angry and mad. And now every time I see you, I gotta be mad. It's too much.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
I'm learning.
Because I really be mad when I see some people. He knows.
I feel it.
Yeah, man. So right now, you know, you said you're still promoting the last project,
Yes.
and then you're promoting the new. Are you available for like bookings for like collabs and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been working on some stuff. I got a collab with Ty, Everything Squiggly. That's what we just did that elevator video with.
Yes,
I was just
Lenny.
about to bring that up after.
Yep.
Yeah. So how was that?
That was cool. He sent me the record. And like I said, I haven't done anything in a while, so like in my head, I'm like, all right, if I do features, like it shit gotta be good. You know what I mean? Because I don't got nothing of my own going on. Shit gotta be top tier. You know what I mean? At least to my own standards. You know what I mean? So, but you know, me and him, we go back. You know what I mean? We've done stuff in the past. So he sent me the record. It's, you know, right up my alley. It's right up my vibe. You know what I mean? So I just sent him back what I was thinking on that. He liked it. We went right in there and did the elevator video, and I didn't think that shit would have like got the response that it got, but it did, you know. So that was really, really dope. Got a couple other features that I'm getting to, but I've just been in the writing process right now. I've been kind of just focused on the business stuff, focused on the papers. Like I was telling Benny, I'm opening like a thrift store in IO, like a small little shop where I'm like, you know, reselling, you know, different clothes, different items and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, whereabouts?
It's be Indian Orchard.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I'll give you the address to it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So that's what I've been working on. I've been, you know, working on constructing that, painting and putting shelves up and you know what I mean, really doing the DIY. But I've been in the writing process with the music. I'm just now starting to get back into the studio. I've been listening to beats. If anybody wants to send me anything, I'm always down to work. You know what I mean? So always, I just take my time. You know what I mean? So if you don't mind,
when are you getting more papers?
Oh, soon. I'm just finalizing a design right now.
If anybody wants,
you getting a new design for it?
Design? So that design's done and over with?
Yeah.
Damn. Now it's like a collector's
That's a
item.
Yeah, I slacked on that one because when you got it, I wanted. So I was hoping to. I was like, yo,
just
I'm gonna
found that out like Thursday when you told me about the things, and I was like, damn, I want those. I want some paper.
Yeah, when we did the
definitely.
smoking thing, he told me about it. So I was like, I've been waiting to grab it. So I'm like, oh, he said Ron Baker. I was like, yes, it's my chance now.
Oh, damn. I wish I would have known. I would have.
I'm not gonna lie. I
sold out last night.
But that's my problem. I need to jump on things. I see it, I'm gonna buy it, but I always say I'll wait later. And then next thing you know, they don't do that anymore. Like Inappropriality, they went all of their lighters and everything. I was like, damn. Like,
well, we gonna keep it going though.
You gotta
keep it going.
You out of the papers. Okay, I'm gonna get the next one though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
This is gonna be just a new design.
Now I'm next to make sure I buy two. One to smoke with and one to keep.
I'm gonna buy a whole bundle.
And that's what some people did though. Some people I've had people that don't smoke that just bought them for like little collector's items.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
if anybody, I'll buy it. How much?
There might be some out there floating
Buy
around.
that shit off you.
Hit me up, man.
Because liquor and chili ain't the only reason why they call me daddy for you.
Liquor and chili.
Word. And then I also got a lock hairspray that
Get the fuck out of here. You got hairspray too?
Yeah. It hasn't been a full launch for it yet, but certain people that know about it, they've been purchasing it. I got a promo that
I didn't know
Chris
that was
Joel
yours.
shot. Yeah. It's
Okay.
called Cool It by Ron Baker.
I thought so I mixed it up because at first I thought it was gonna be a song. Mm-hmm. So it's a hair. Okay.
Yep. It's a hairspray.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
I told you guys. I was excited
Shout out
when
to
you were coming on the show today.
Shandall's Boutique. We collaborated on that, and then we're also gonna do a oil as well. So it'll be a hairspray and an oil to pair together.
Oil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then it's good for braids and you know what I mean, natural, all natural.
You gonna come out with a fucking candle, burn your boxers and shit?
You
I got
never
the
know.
Ron Baker nail clippers.
I'm just going after
You
everything.
care.
Everything
dope.
this year.
Listen,
Thank
That's
you.
dope,
Ron Baker
man.
nail clippers, yo.
Watch.
Yo, this
You
sound
say-
like
you
this.
say that, but it's
Look.
fucking dope.
Yo,
Might just.
listen, my
Who doesn't need nail clippers?
yeah, for real, I got one in my car. I got one everywhere.
No, for real, because I lose them, so I gotta keep multiple ones
Yeah,
around.
gotta
I
buy
got in
'em
trouble at the
over and
airport
over.
before because I always forget about them.
Oh, you can't bring
Then
them.
you can't travel with them.
No, you can't because sometimes some of them have the little file thing and they consider that like a shank. So the lady, they, sir, can you come over here and check? I'm like, fuck, I'm saying like, damn, what? I got some weed, but but yeah, with my nail clippers, I was like,
You should do like a watch, like a nice ass watch. A
watch?
Hell yeah, like that, like a watch.
Nah,
I
you
would
know
buy
what?
that. I would buy a Ron Baker watch. No, because I'm looking at you, like your style, and I was like, this dude come out with a
That
really,
would be dope. Have them fall
like
have
a
the
really
falling
dope. With
picture.
you
That'd be
falling like
dope.
a really dope watch. You can have that.
Or you can have your arm.
That's free. That's free. You can have that.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
That
All you gotta do,
shit,
he has to do
listen.
a Ron Baker, this wake up like alarm clock. Like,
He's like, yeah. You should do watch.
Y'all heard it here first.
I'll buy that shit. I will buy a Ron Baker watch.
this isn't your first time on the show. You've been with us before.
Yes.
and I appreciate it.
No,
So
no doubt. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always down to come kick it with y'all, man.
It's just a cool one.
We appreciate it. I just sit here and drink beer, you know.
I wish we had some. I would have knocked
You
one back.
want
with
some
you
more
this
beer?
morning.
We got beer in there. You like Bud Light?
So if you were to make
Shit.
if you were to make an alcohol, right? What would you start out with first? Like if you just throw it out
What
there,
would I
like
want?
yeah, would you want like would it be like a cognac?
It would be a
a
cognac.
It's gotta be something smooth, right?
It
Because you're
would
smooth as
definitely
fuck.
be a cognac or a Cavassier.
Yes.
I told you I'm old, so like,
I love
yeah, it would be a
I
cognac
feel,
or a
the rock-
Cavassier. Yeah, that would be up my alley. That's where I would start. But it's so crazy because my liquor taste buds have been changing over time. Cause like I was Henny, like early teen, you know what I mean, teenage
you were
years,
young,
college
you were young,
years,
yeah.
you know what I mean, Henny. But the Henny that shit don't be sitting right no more. You know what I'm saying? It gets you the next day. You know what I'm
You
saying?
just like brandy?
No, so the crazy thing is, so like over time, like I started getting into like taking shots of Patron at the bar and shit like that, because I would never drink Patron. You know what I mean? But like when they started giving it to me in shot form, I'm like, all right. So now that's what we do. We go grab a, you know what I mean, a little bottle of Patron, You know what I mean?
No, I don't knock Patron. Like, it's a good tequila. It's just, it's overhyped. It's overpriced.
Oh no, but
And the brand, because Cavassier, Hennessy, that's all brandy. But it's just what region of France you get it from.
Yeah.
Dictates a different thing. And it really makes a huge difference. Like, it really actually does make a difference what part of France you get that shit from, because they locally source their ingredients for it. So it's going to taste different. And I just like Martell.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the camera because I want a sponsorship.
No, you did put me onto that, Marta. That's amazing.
That shit, the Blue Swift?
Yeah. That's
That shit is
That's some
good
good stuff.
I have to try that.
it's really good cognac, but it's aged in bourbon casks.
taste the grapes. I
Okay.
feel.
That shit is fire.
I'm about to try
I'll
that.
show
That
to you.
sounds
shit is
good. What would you do
What would I do?
if you had your own liquor?
It would have to be a tequila.
Okay.
A tequila. Only because I like you said, the shot form. You know what I mean? I just that's what's been my thing lately.
It's
You
a
know?
quick way to turn you up real
different
quick.
one.
Do you see it? Kendall Jenner made a tequila, right? And everybody's
everyone's
jumping on her
and
Really?
pissed off about it. Yeah,
because she's not Mexican.
She's not Mexican. But
Who
then
gives a fuck?
I forgot there was this.
I hate that shit. Who cares?
I don't know.
Because she's the only white person to ever make a tequila.
Pretty sure they're all white.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like looking at the fucking camera. I'm like, really? Like, we're gonna jump. She's just because she's a Jenner. That's the only reason
Just
we're jumping
because
on
she
it.
just has money. You know?
I like the Jenners.
When
I
I-
like the Kardashians. I like the Jenners.
You know what though? I don't mind it. I want to be at that point when people legitimately have a reason to hate me. Like, he's buying another plane. Like,
It's coming.
it's
coming.
the controls of this one slide smoother. The throttle smoother on this one. I want this model as well.
It's coming, and then
It
you'll be
is.
able to rent it out to us for, you know what I mean?
Rant, listen, no, in all honesty, let me tell you, there are a few people I have on my little black book that when I do my mantras and stuff like that, that's like, yo, if I rise, we all rise.
hear
You know
that.
what I mean? So yeah, it's just
Just gotta pay a couple $1,000s for the gas.
Yo, I actually.
As long as I got the gas, yo.
You want to hear some arrogant shit? I actually went on there the other day to see if I could charter a flight,
yeah.
just because I wanted to do it. And that price tag, woo! I knew it wasn't gonna be cheap, but I didn't know it was gonna be like 30 grand.
I want to.
Goddamn.
I do want to go to like what's it? Northampton. They do those little like solo on the little planes, like, you know, pretty much like if you die, you
Really?
Kobean. You know, that's
Wait,
it,
wait,
like,
wait, what?
Like if you crash, there's no stuff. Like it's like one of those little
You gotta
planes.
sign them waivers.
You gotta
before
sign,
you get on.
yeah, you know, and they take
One of
off
them Richie Valens planes.
because you like, you know,
That's fucked
crash
up.
in the
I'm gonna get
Pioneer
so much
Valleys. Like
trouble.
you don't even die in the good mountains, you die in Mount Tom.
I wanted to charter a plane from here to LA, and it was like $30,000.
30,000.
30,000. So I need to get a lot of people.
So you know that's nothing for some people.
Yo,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, because I know a lot of people, like celebrities, they'll see them on planes and like, what are you doing on a commercial flight? Don't you have money? And I'm like, yeah, but it's kind of. I'd rather fly first. If you're gonna fly a lot, you
Right.
fly first class. You don't want to spend 30 grand especially if
yeah.
you're flying multiple times a day, every day of
you
your
get
life.
your own pilot. You just
You're
get your own
gonna
plane.
get. You're gonna get.
I think for some
That's
people it was
still
like
expensive.
trying to get certain places quickly when they have
Yeah.
to go back and forth.
Listen.
You know what I mean? But
you would want your own plane.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can afford it, then
Yeah,
fuck it.
like
but-
if
It's like
The
you would want
Rock.
your own boat. I would want my own boat.
if
You
you're
know what I mean?
Dwayne Johnson.
yeah, you need
Think about
fucking
it.
Rock Money or fucking Drake.
we could get our own boat now, though. Like,
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, we can go on Craigslist and get a boat.
To go
You
where?
can get
Like,
a
I want my
private
own car.
plane.
Fuck that! I'm not going on no damn boat. Cause like if you're in a plane, I don't know. Like if you crash, you just die. But if on a boat, if it sinks, you're not gonna die. You're gonna die in the water. You're gonna float there for a bit, and you don't even know how you're gonna die. That's the worst part about being in the middle of the ocean stranded. You can drown or you can get eaten. And I don't do any of those things. That's That's the scariest in my head. That's the scariest thought in my
Drowning.
mind. Just to be dropped off in the middle of the ocean at night, and then there's a storm.
Oh, shit.
You think isn't that scary as
let's
shit?
say, yeah, you put a whole little
That's scary
scenario
as
into
shit.
it at night.
Hell no. Because I saw that movie, The Guardian. You know what I'm talking about? With Ashton Kutcher.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where they're in the
yeah.
Coast Guard and they drop them off in the middle of the ocean and you got to swim back in order to like pass.
But
and
that's
I'm
that's
like,
that's being a Coast Guard,
I
bro.
fucking fail. Yes, I know, but the thought of being dropped in the water like that. So if you're in a boat, you think fishermen don't go through that shit on the boat? Sinks?
Oh, just
Yeah.
finding bodies all the time.
Oh hell no, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I
scary.
went on a cruise. and you fucking look out and it's fucking pitch
Yo,
black.
at nighttime,
Yeah,
right?
It's pitch black.
Yo, it's crazy. Like nobody would know
Yeah,
that you
can't see
gone.
nothing.
Man,
Ain't
you don't
no
think
lights, ain't no nothing.
Yo,
That is
I think
scary.
it's amazing. I think see the thing is I love that because I think that's the greatest place to like get in one with your higher self. There's nothing around
The
you.
water.
Getting one with your higher. Fuck that shit. That's scary as fuck. Getting one with your higher. This is the dynamic though, because he just does that spiritual shit. I shaved because I reached another level of my spirituality. I'm sitting here drinking
listen,
Bud Light,
You
going,
reach
"What the fuck are
fucking
you
level
talking
52.
Listen, man, yo, thanks to this show and you guys. No, honestly, thanks to you guys talking. Yo, I broke through a lot of things, man. Like I just feel like
I have a friend that wears this neck thing, and I was like, the fuck is that ugly ass shit? And he's like, it's an energy rock or whatever. And then he puts it on the counter, and he has this other, and he puts the other stone on it, and he
Yeah.
goes, it's charging it. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face with that
Come on,
fucking
man.
whack ass shit.
you know how much stuff you could store in crystals, bro.
It's
Come
real
on.
for people.
I know, and I get it. It's just so fun.
So
to make fun of him. Like,
fuck with that stuff.
I know a lot of people that's into it.
Yeah.
I'm not fully there, but I know a lot of people that's really, really into it.
I'm into it.
I know.
So where's your rocks?
What you got?
So yeah, where your chakras at?
I just keep one right now.
He's like, I just got this keychain.
I just keep my tag around.
That ain't gonna do nothing. That's too small.
Okay.
Nah. It does.
You know
Trust
what
me.
I got on mine? A
It's been
can
doing lot, 'cause
opener.
I've noticed sometimes when I don't have it.
A can and bottle opener.
You know. Right now, I gotta fix.
I'm a fucking dick.
Got my chakras too. I just go in. Every little thing.
Oh, I got that in the car too. Yeah.
I ran out. I have edibles though. They're very good. Very, very good. Do you
You like
dabble in
yeah?
edibles?
What do you?
My thing is, I don't ever really take them without smoking.
So I don't know if they work or not.
I'm always like, yeah,
Oh
got
no.
more? Let's do it. So, but I don't know. There's this one that I've had that like it's my favorite. It's like bat wings. They're like gummy bat wings. I don't know if y'all ever had them. If y'all haven't, I'm gonna find them and put y'all on to them. Smacked every time.
Like
Smacked.
out cold or
my
just stuck
God,
in the
like-
chair like.
Like I
Get
gotta
out.
go home.
Oh, I'm down.
Like I gotta go home. Like I don't know if I'm high or if I'm drunk. Cause I'll be drinking. I'm like,
So everything-
I gotta go.
Oh yeah.
I'm down. Yeah, you just want to go to
I gotta
bed.
go home. Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
I am down. I'm with this. I'm with the shits.
The bat wings, yo.
Bat wings.
And it's not just because of the pizza. Yo, no, I love it. I don't know. I love edibles. No, but I like edibles because smoking, like, I don't know, like I love smoking, but it like for some reason when I go to do music, I gag. Like it makes me, if I smoke for too long, like it just fucks up when I breathe in.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it
absolutely.
Fucks me up.
There's a lot of things I won't do before. Like I don't really like smoking in the studio.
No, I can't.
I want to smoke, but I know that I can't.
It just fucks
And
my
I don't
lungs up.
I don't like smoke or drink before I have to perform.
No, I did that one. You ever do that? You ever?
I have. I've had
And
some
that's
good
why you
times.
don't?
I've had some good times. Like,
I did
people
that
will tell you
in-
like, yo, that was your best performance. Yo, you fucked
Yeah,
up.
and I was like, I didn't even know I went on stage.
Yeah, like what was I up there doing? But typically, like I won't, just because I want to make.
But
sure
if the
I
vibe
sound
was
good.
right, you would dabble.
Yeah, or like if I'm like waiting too long to perform, I'm like, all right, let's take a shot. Like,
Yeah,
let's drink a little bit. But
Do you remember the 11s in Northampton?
what you mean?
There's a club called the 11s in NoHo.
You ever performed up in NoHo?
Yeah, you never performed it. It's first of all, it's fun. To do music in Northampton because they're really like into music.
Yeah.
and not comedy, but they're really
Well, they're into, no, North
They're really into
into
music.
certain music because I've
They like rap. From what I know, I don't really like.
Well, they like
hip-hop.
rap because
So-
rappers will go up there to do it and they'll accept it.
But at the 11s, that spot, I think it closed down forever, but that spot used to do 50% off drinks, and the drinks were already like $5. So I had vodka cranberries like $2.50, and I got on stage obliterated. And a radio DJ was there, and he's like, that was amazing. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go up yet.
It'd be like that.
Yeah,
it definitely be like that.
Facing the wrong way and shit.
Oh my God, I was doing songs that weren't mine. Nah,
Starts like a happy birthday.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did my own records. I don't know. I got a radio interview out of it, so that's all that matters.
Listen, that's all that
Shout out
matters.
to Trigger Radio.
Where's the now? I know you did. Where's the furthest you've ever went to perform? 'Cause I know you've been out in Vegas. Do you ever perform when you're out in Vegas?
Did I?
I'm getting drunk and high before.
For dancing, not for music.
Okay,
I did do dancing stuff in Vegas, but not for music.
like on the strip, just you had to make some extra money.
No, I had a friend of mine that's also a dancer. She was opening a studio,
That's
dance
what's up.
studio out in Vegas. So we went to for the grand opening and performed and stuff. But no, not for music. So furthest I probably gone for music was probably when I was probably New York. It was probably for SOBs in New York. That was probably the furthest.
Yeah.
Trying to go further, but
No, you will.
got a book.
Yeah, you
I was
will.
trying to go to the BET Awards last year. I had tickets to go and everything, and then COVID hit. Like, I was trying to get out there and start networking for real.
I'm
like,
surprised you haven't been down to Atlanta yet, though,
to perform. No, I haven't either. Been out there performing either.
or even
No.
DC at least, because I know DC would fucking love you.
I have performed in DC.
Okay.
I have performed at a weed event. At a weed event, like starting to think about it. Yep, at a weed event, I did perform in DC one time.
So that was the time when you were really high. It's like, what? That was your best performance, bro.
Yeah.
Am I?
Where was I at again? But I went to DC. I performed once out there.
Okay.
But yeah, mostly it's just along the East Coast. I haven't really been to the West to perform or in the South really.
Yeah.
Trying to branch out more though.
I think soon. It's starting to feel like soon everything is gonna get back to normal. Because I know they can have indoor events now.
Yeah.
That's good to know. 'Cause I didn't even know
You
that.
know what though? Like, so when we were talking about the vaccine shot earlier, me and my brother got in this conversation. He was like, because he's gonna get it.
You're actually gonna have to save that one for next time because it's time.
Oh, it's time to go.
It's time to wrap it
Oh,
up.
okay, let's wrap that.
So before we wrap it up, you got anything else you want to say to your fans, people, anything?
Well, to the fans that I ain't know nothing about. Nah, most importantly, thank y'all for having me today.
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
coming.
y'all.
We appreciate
You know what I
it.
mean, for always setting a good vibe and for continuing to be y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all platform and pushing out a bunch of original, new, creative ass content. And it visually looks very, very good.
Thank you,
I
thank you.
always commend y'all on that. Anything that y'all put out there is worth going to check out, is worth going to look at and subscribe and really get into. So I appreciate y'all for being y'all.
Thank you.
For
Thank
real.
you. Thank you.
No doubt.
But anything to say to them?
To them, yo, follow me, Big Homie Baked. Follow me, Big Homie's Place. We're gonna be opening up soon. It's a thrift shop. More papers is gonna be coming. More music videos, all of that. Just follow me, Ron Baker Music, everything. I love y'all.
All right. So once again, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Apple, Google, fucking Spotify, everywhere else podcasts are playing. Watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Benny, follow me at Benny B Design.
Maverick Side, follow me at Unlocked Character.
Daddy Fuego, Dave. Follow me at Damien Rivera Comedy.
And once again, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Peace.